Getting started. Thank you all for joining this event today. It's not exactly a webinar, it's a meetup, so everybody is more or less equal on this meeting. I would like to present the speakers. This Emilian Krumov, he is the owner of Clancy Stage company. They're doing leadership coaching, human resources, and learning and development consulting. Our partners from Enably, Leo Deutsch, who is Director of Business Partners, and our right hand to move this forward, and the Vice President of Development, Udi Hasan. Welcome to everybody. My name is Bojan Jordanov. I'm owner and managing director of BL Consulting. We do solutions for more effective business. So whatever we try to give to customers, we try to make them be more effective. This is, and one of the solutions is Enably. So it's true value added for any company that is using it. In order to make it more interactive, so to bring you more, we prepared a poll and I will start it. So please take a moment and answer it. It's just a click away. And based on this poll, we will then continue our session. So far, so good. Don't be shy. It's not hurting. The question is, what are the most significant challenges you have in your company in knowledge distribution? So how you transmit it, how you educate your employees, your partners, your clients. Cool. So your opinion is important. So I will count down from 5 to 0. 5, 4, 3, 2, and something else. If you don't find your challenge, you can put it in the chat. 2, 1, 0. Thank you. So I will show the results and will ask Emilian. Do you see it, Emilian?
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
So what is the audience thinking about?
The main point is lack of employee engagement, and maybe the question will come how Enably is working on it. The other, it's 54%, again, time and resources management. Yes, and obsolete and inefficient tools.
Okay, so
we have some other, maybe these others could be interesting to know.
So let's first address the top from the poll. So the lack of employee engagement.
It could be a problem for any platform for learning and development, for education, for providing courses. It's the employee engagement, especially when it's not in present, when not in offline.
Well, the Enably is addressing this by multi-channel communication with attendees, so the trainee, the people that are trained. Further, it's revolutionizing the way it delivers the training content enabled on different devices. Plus, during the trainings, you have hotspots and breakpoints, and like polls similar to the one that we just had. About time and resources management, Enably allows first very easy and quick to create the learning content, especially if it's a transition from something you were doing over the time. So you have presentation materials, videos, it's easy to assemble them and to deliver to the to your audience, to the people that you want to pass this knowledge. For the audience, yes.
You mean that in time and resources, you mean that Enably provides some kind of library, let's say?
Yeah, you can actually create your own library of trainings and materials that you can reuse, so you can recreate. Further, when you deliver the courses through these different devices, you can adjust because you can see the metrics about understanding and what is the quality of your material. So you can adapt it on the goals. It gives agile way to improve. And not last, how people accumulate, take the knowledge. It's measured, and then through reporting you can share with, let's say, management, and also the training can understand how the training is going on. But later.
Yes, this is. It sounds nice, interesting, because a big part of the training providing it's. Let's say feedback and reporting to the owner, to the management of the company or the unit. Yeah.
In fact, I think Leo will show later how reporting is looking like, but it's really in-depth understanding of where your teams are in their learning path.
These obsolete and ineffective tools, I can see people show it. Maybe it means that.
Maybe I will share something. A couple of years ago, I was involved in a project to roll out SuperOffice CRM with a client of mine. And then we had several trainings, and the idea to create a digital content to be distributed was obviously came up. At that time, it was Moodle platform, and I had pretty much everything. I had presentations, I had materials, and then when I started assembling these courses, I started looking on the internet to find alternatives. And one such alternative was Time to Know at that time. And a guy from Enably, now Time to Know, Dan Berger, did a presentation for me. And in fact, I shared with him a presentation, and he practically enabled in several minutes something like was a basic to start building really nice course. But for this, I will give words to experts from our partners from Enably, Leo and Udi Hazan, to go ahead. You're muted. Oh.
Everyone, so pleasure to be here. Happy to see you all. I will start with explaining a bit about the company and in general the product, and then I will hand it over to Lior to demonstrate our platform. I'm Udi, I'm the VP of Business Development, and I will share with you a few slides about Enably. So Enably was established in order to deal with this challenge, the challenge of the increasing need of generating knowledge and distributing it with less resources, less time, less cost. And this is what we are enabling our customers to deal with. How we do that? So there are three components that allows our customers to deal with this challenge quite well. The first component is the ability to easily create content by everyone in the organization, and then easily distributed in different ways. If it's face-to-face, e-learning, video training, or learning in the flow of work, what we call just-in-time training. And above all that, we have the layer of the insights and reporting that show you the progress of the different learners, show you the weaknesses in the organization, the strength, what you should focus on, all in the same platform. So a bit about us. We are in the market for over 15 years. We're operating in 35 countries. We have nearly 1 million active users, and we are growing rapidly. We are operating mainly in, we're operating in many sectors, but the main 5, I would say, we have success in our financial, if it's insurance companies, banks, etc., pharmaceuticals, medical device, professional training organizations, technology, software, hardware companies, and retail chains. You can see some known logos here, like Coca-Cola, Unilever, AstraZeneca, and Howden, and more. And we ask our customers who chose Enably, why you choose us? And this is what we are here usually. The main reason for choosing Enably, it's the fact that we are delivering a one-stop shop solution to our customers, a place where you can author content and also learn it in the same platform. So you don't need authoring tool and a learning platform. We are allowing the delivery of the knowledge in all training methods, if it's self-paced, face-to-face, live session, and on. While saying this, we are saving several platforms. We are saving authoring tool, we're saving learning platform, we're saving a live session. So we have a built-in Zoom in the platform, so you don't need to purchase Zoom in addition. Another 2 points that are relevant is the rapidness. Most of our customers are going live really, really fast, and the ability to create content rapidly and grow with the assets that the companies are building in the platform. And the last one is the fact that the system is so self-explanatory that we are creating a democratization of the content generation in the organization, that everyone can create content and you don't need a third party in order to create interactive tutorial to teach your employees, customers, agents, and different audiences your product. So this is a bit about us. Thank you for being here today. I will hand over now to Lior, and I hope you will continue enjoying this session.
Thank you. Lior.
Hey guys. Okay. So Udi, thanks for the intro. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Lior Deutsch, and I'm leading the efforts of growth in Europe. I teamed up with Boyan like 3 months ago in order to put some flex on the East European market. And what we're going to do here is to make a short walkthrough within the platform. You want to add something, guys, before I'm going into the share screen? Emilia and Boyan?
We have some legacy. Yeah, good to see you. We are recording this, so later you can request the recording. And I think, Lior, it would be nice to show what is it about, because now we speak about something in the cloud. So let's bring it down to
okay. So let's show what this webinar is about. I will share my screen and show you a bit the platform. So I want to take you to a walkthrough of what happens when a new employee engages with the platform. The first time he sees the platform, so he gets into this graphical user interface. You can see here he has the places where he finds interest, if it's product updates, if it's sales, internal marketing, and so on. He's able to see the courses that he enrolled in. For example, I'm enrolled in 13 courses and 1 stream, and I'm serving as instructor in 10 courses and 2 streams. What Udi mentioned here is our ability to actually create the democratization of knowledge. So we actually provide each of the employees of the company that was just an employee to be now a supervisor, to be a content creator. So it actually goes step by step. It tracks also the activity of each learner. So here I can see that I have 7 hours of learning and certifications. Certifications are crucial for companies such as manufacturing or those who deal with finance and insurance and needs to make a lot of licenses and bureaucracy involved. Here I have 1 completed certification and also 7 in progress. When we actually designed the platform, we wanted to create a lot of engagement. That's why we added on top of it some timeline attached to the calendar of each employee. So he's able to get also invitations to webinars or scheduled events. And we also can create due date. So it's going to be timeframes where an employee needs to address to a specific assignment. We also wanted to create a keep learning approach. So we want that employee that started doing a specific course will have directly an access to content that he started and he wants to resume. So it happens here in the keep learning part, and it goes exactly like Netflix. Also, in terms of polls and surveys, so each employee can have several knowledge updates within his day-to-day work. So this what happens when he first encounters the dashboard. What happens when an employee wants to, for example, enrich his own content? So he has like the content that he actually needs and obliged to fill. But if he wants to explore additional content, he can get into the catalog that we have. It includes courses in different kinds of categories. If it's compliance, DevOps, HR, other product sales and support, it can have internal and external content through the process. I see now that I have 1 question from Mona, who creates the content. So what we do with content is actually, we can help organizations to create a content. We can provide external content out of the biggest content suppliers worldwide. And all of this can be part of the catalog that we see. But here is just an example of how the catalog should look like. And then each employee can get into a specific course to see what he's going to face in a specific course and content and decide if it fits him or not. For example, you can see the course structure and who created the course. You also can filter it out according to the instructor on the left side. And if he wants courses or stream. So that's actually relates to what we call self-explanatory courses. If we go back straight, so I'm an employee. This is my first day on duty. So I know that I have the mandatory courses where I can see the learning space. We actually divided it to be instructor space, learning space, content workspaces, self-enrolled, which we just discussed in the catalog, and the certifications that I'm entitled. So all of those courses, for example, tutorials, an employee will come and see the learning path that he needs to make, and if there is a syllabus or attached files in each course. Going back to the dashboard, for example, let's assume that I, as an employee, was promoted, or now I'm a supervisor. I can get also an instructor space where I'm leading the content efforts. I'm leading what we call the training efforts, and I'm creating the course. When I get to each course specification, each course tab, I can get a learning path of the courses that I have. So I can see right now the assessments and each one of those and do it straight forward. Each course has a specific forum where I can discuss the rest of the guys and the rest of the team. I can define who I want to address in these discussions, if it's like the whole organizational group, just part of them, and so on, and post. Each content unit has its own reports. If it's performance, if it's progress, means how much answer each learner succeeded from the total number of questions. I can see the progress of all the class. So for example, here the class is after a quarter of the course. Learner, I can see their actually results, and I can do it according to each specific content unit. Okay, so I can know which specific content unit actually creates difficulties and hurdles for the members of the unit. And also I can see the results and the progress of each employee separately. So for example, here I can see that Natalie has 66% of progress, and she answers 4 out of 6 questions. So she has a success rate of 60%. If I can see she hasn't been access to the platform for a year, I can send her a message, just create contact with her, and if she needs help. And then we create a separate chat between us. I can also go straight to the question that she found, like some difficulties or any other student I have in the course, and then just filter it and understand if there is specific content that needs going through once again, and also like see the reports of live sessions that the course is being conducted. Each course has its own specific live session capability. So I can straight away go to a live session with all the members of the course and has its own leaderboard. So I can open it up and see the range and the order of the leaderboard. That's created a lot of and engagement between the learners. In addition, and on top of that, each instructor of a course can create a chat specifically with one of the members. So I can just choose the member and send him a private message. Questions, guys?
Yes, there is a question. Can a client integrate his own content as well? It's from Mona again.
Okay, Mona, thanks for the question, because now after I was promoted to be a supervisor, I can create the content by my own, and I will show you how I do it like really quickly. So I just need to choose create new. I have a course and I have a stream. Course is something that is more structured. I mean a learning path from A to Z with different paths along the way. Stream actually refers to more ongoing updates, if it's procedures, if it's product updates, if it's bureaucracy or COVID restrictions. So I can send the employees a stream and create even like a gallery of stream if it's product updates, so I can see the product update each month and so on. So I just want to create like a specific course. I just need to choose the topic. Now I'm creating like a cyber course, for example. I already have a lot of different pictures to address. I can define and write a description on the course and invite by group types. If I want to invite several people that actually attach to a group type or a category. And I enter the authoring tool that we have. So you can see there is a learning path with several layers, and I can create a content or create an event. If I'm going to create a content, I'm getting into the content creation part. Also can choose a picture, and I choose, for example, like let's make introduction to cyber. I have a settings. I can run each content unit as a layer. I can also ask each content unit to require the learner to complete before he moves on to the next one. And also to define it as must watch all the videos. For example, for large enterprises that have a lot of obligations and they need the learners to see everything, that's requires. So I'm moving to the content part. And here, what I have, for example, now I don't have anything except for the old presentation that the previous employee left me. So I'm actually gonna use it and see what can I do with all of those content that I have. I'm just uploading it to the platform. And what we have here is old presentation that my previous employee did, and I want to create it more engaging, more appealing, more compelling. And when I import it, we have here what we call a cutting edge AI technology that actually scans all the content and create directly questions out of it. So yeah, so actually I had like nothing but old presentation a minute ago. Right now I have customized questions for each slide. So I just need to choose if I want to keep them or I want to discard them. And
you can also
of course.
There is a question if it can be used by training consulting company to distribute content to multiple clients.
Exactly. So definitely we can help consulting companies and training companies. We have a couple of clients in terms of professional trainings or technical documentation, or companies that just need to disseminate knowledge quickly and needs a platform that can be ready in terms of days. So they can create like the old presentations they have, they can convert it with using our AI algorithm and actually create some engagements with the learners they have, the clients they have, the partners they have, and so on. So after I decided which content I want to keep and which content I want to discard, I'm going back to the authoring tool and just need to place each question near the right slide. So if it's like the third slide, I just set it up here and I have a linear content creation.
No, so Leo, I wanted to just add, nice to meet you guys. I'm the product manager. I have the product team. And Mona, you asked about integrating.
I don't hear you very well.
So yeah, just to answer Mona's question on integrating, we all showed everything, showed the importing PowerPoint, but in addition, SCORMs can also be combined within those other content. So any customer, we have a lot of customers, most of our customers also have their own SCORMs, and they embed them, they integrate them together with the content that they create on the platform.
Okay, so thanks for the clarification. Moving forward, now I have a presentation with questions, but I still feel that it's not enough. I want to back it up with additional content. I actually can import content from different kinds of sources. For example, I saw in YouTube actually what we call a video clip that refers to the subject I'm dealing with. I just need to copy the link and going straight back to the content creation part and add it as an external content. And now I also have some videos that create more engagement and add additional layers of materials. And on top of them, I can add additional questions. So it can be different kind of question, multiple choice, picture choice, true, false, text response, polls, rating, fill the blanks, matching, and so on. And I just need to define whenever I want to use those questions and what the feedback I want to give on each answer and deal with settings. So once I'm done, I can publish the material and all the learners will get a notification within their email address that they can address the content.
Okay. It's really amazing. Thank you for your presentation, Leo. Since we are approaching the end, I would like to wrap up. Everybody should have received an email, and we can distribute upon request the recording of the session. And also feel free to first visit the enably.io website to check more about the product. Or you can contact me, Leo, Udi, or Emilian to schedule a meeting to address the knowledge challenges, knowledge distribution challenges, and also to get personalized presentation of Enably. So thank you again. It's really a pleasure to meet so many people, and look forward for next steps with you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, guys, for taking the time to learn about us, and we'll be happy to speak more with you in person and explore the opportunity to share with you Enably capabilities.
Thank you, Leo.
Thanks for coming. Yeah, great.
Have a great afternoon or morning, depends on where you are.
Yeah.
Bye.